So, you have a low win rate in Bracca. So, what will you do about it? Will you mod your tunes better? Will you do a better job of managing your forms? Or will you step up to the plate and over-relic your tunes for the mission? Today, I'm here to help you win the Bracca mission.
Alrighty, so we're going to be taking a look at our Bracca mission, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis today. We are currently sitting at 5 out of 6 operations done. So first things first, we're going to go take a look at modding. I'm going to start just with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis here. As you can see, I have no Omicrons on Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Rather, he is Relic 8, so 1 relic above. And these are his normal mods. Don't use these. Have no need for offense in this mission. The whole goal is going to be bulk and speed. So I'm going to go to my loadouts. They're all sorts of messy, but we're going to assign Jabba the Hutt. Now, if you don't have Jabba the Hutt, just use anything speedy with health primaries specifically. You'll want to get this extra bulk. It's a little bit of extra speed. This will give us a much better chance at achieving the results we intend. Now that he has Jabba mods, we're going to go find Xaereth. She's got junk on her. I don't give her much. So instead of using her normal mods, what we're going to do is Darth Malgus. Again, if you don't have a Darth Malgus, focus on decent speed and lots of health bulk. Your protection up is going to be based off your health pool and not your protection. Now with these mods on, go straight back to TV, and we are going to go into the mission. I've got Relic 7, both Zetas, Relic 8, triple Zeta. The operations don't matter as much on this one, but still it's ideal to wait till they're full or near full. See here, I've got the Relic Delta, so even that slight damage change will help. We're going to be focusing on bulk. I'm going to open up, and since they're about to take turns, I'm immediately going to use my Windmill Defense. And what this does is it gives you 100% counter chance, 50% more defense, and enemies have minus 2% offense per stack of Impetuous on Cal Kestis. As well as he constantly he's countering, he's assisting, he's doing what he can. We're going to open up with, it doesn't really matter, but Force Barrier is better here because no one's taunting. And it gives Siri and myself more protection up. We want to make use of that a lot. So we're just going to hard focus attacking this gentleman on the left. How? I'm going to risk it and go for the Armor Shred. See, now that we have a crit immunity on the board and a taunt otherwise, now is when we're going to use the operation. It dispels all buffs on the opponent. Now, in most cases, if you're using Xaereth's Turtle Strat to the T, you would just keep using Windmill Defense. There would be no Whirlwind Slam. It would all be Windmill Defense. It would be slower, but it'd be safer. In my case, since I've got a Relic over, and because I've got good mods on Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, I am able to take some risks without compromising the run. Now, this is going to become more impactful in the second wave. Second wave is definitely the trickier of the two. And there's a nifty little trick to give you the advantage going in. As you can see there, I switched to Configuration Crossguard to one-shot the other guy that we weren't focusing on. That way we can remove him from the board without wasting time. Now, we are in a pretty low-risk situation. I'm going to keep inflicting Armor Shred. Or get away with this. Yes, I am. See how he's low health? I'm going to leave him be for now. I'm going to focus on the droid. There's a very specific case here that we want to achieve. Get him to red. And the goal is have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis kill him with the basic. And then that way he's preloaded on 100% turn meter going into the second wave. Now in the second wave, you hit the basic. Make sure you check what configuration you have. Me, I'm currently in dual wield because of windmill defense, so I'm just going to open up with a whirlwind slam Purge Trooper. We're going to ignore the Inquisitor. Because we had that 100% TM, the Inquisitor isn't going to be able to loop turns on us. Now I'm going to use the operation. Basic to get rid of taunt. Now I'm going back into dual wield. Ideally, you're coming into this phase with the Whirlwind Slam, and then that way you're in field more often. But it's not a huge difference. In this case, I think I'm gonna risk it because I'm at full health, full prot, everything. Yep, perfect. So I'm already at 30 stacks of Impetuous, and Second Sister's gone. Now the main threat's gone. We're gonna be pretty safe, but we're not gonna be cocky. We're gonna switch to Windmill Defense just to regain some bulk, because Purge Trooper can do a number on us if we're unlucky. Operation on Siri is always better than our basic in this case. Purge Trooper's low, 2 stacks of armor shred, so I'm just going to hit the cross guard and done. Just like that, there's no risk. We didn't even hit yellow at any point. Trick is making sure that you're managing your forms, ensuring that the Inquisitors don't loop turns on you. And of course, if you're going into that second wave, that preloaded TM from defeating the enemy with basic, you're going to be in a higher spot of trouble because that second sister is going to get a turn before you, and so is Purge Troop. You need to make sure you have that preload, otherwise you're at a much higher risk for loss. Now if we go back, just show off the mods again. 166 speed, 43,000 health. Now the armor, there's an extra 6.1%. It's not too much, but it's not negligible either. It's better than nothing. On Siri, because I'm using Amalgus mods, 56,000 added HP, 118 speed, as well as 7.8% armor. A lot of people recommend that you do like a full 10% armor on top, but this is fine, honestly, as long as you are playing it safe and not getting RNG'd. There's a couple cases where RNG will kick in anyway. Like if Purge Troopers just keep hard targeting one person on the team, that's a problem. You're likely to lose Siri or Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. There's not much you can do to counter that other than turtle a bit harder windmill defense. But really, it's maybe 1 every 20 attempts that you'll get this. I would say overall I'm probably at about a 95% win rate this mission, maybe a little higher. So it's really a non-threat in most cases. I highly recommend the extra relic level on Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. It does give him that little extra bulk, gives him that little extra offense, makes him work a little bit better, especially with Delta in play now. There's a slight damage reduction, I believe it's about 5%. So anything to make the encounter more safe, especially since Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is just a very good tune to have in general. Siri, you could argue the R8 because the Malicos team is very strong, especially with Crons, especially since even in current meta, Siri is going to be like a killer cornerstone counter to a lot of newer tunes. So really don't be afraid to spend those extra resources here. I would say prioritize Jedi Knight Cal Kestis though.